Good day everybody, Coach Troy Brown here, IFBB Pro, apexphysiques.ca, your go-to resource for physique development, and we are at Pure Muscle Fitness in Burlington, the Mecca, the infamous Pure Muscle Fitness, and today I'm going to be meeting Eric, again, muscle activation specialist, for how to cue certain exercises, but also more importantly, be able to help my clients 10x their results so they can get more muscle in less time. That really makes sense to me, and this is what I'm all about. No nonsense muscle building, get the job done effectively without having to completely smash the joints, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, without having to completely smash and annihilate the joints, which I did all my career, and I want to learn now how to get more efficient at my training so I can spend less time in here, spend more time with the missus, have more fun, get into my music career, but also train smart, and that's what I want to teach you today. No nonsense muscle building, how to train without smashing up your joints, and how we can keep building muscle and more importantly maintain muscle as we age into our 50s and 60s.
There we go. And again, it's not really where that hand goes. If I followed your bicep, your pec attaches right beside me. So I want you to think you're moving your bicep across. There, point your bicep at it and move your bicep across. And as it comes around, that shoulder blade's got to come around with you. There you go. So it's not really the poor handle, is it? Don't move the handle, squeeze your pec. Follow your bicep. Yes. Good. See, so we go well past zero. We go well past. As you can see now, here it comes. Yep, go, go, go. That shoulder blade better go out. They better go out. There you go. And there's the face. Oh, there's a face. There you go. Yep, cross, squeeze. Nice, really nice. Follow your bicep out, follow your bicep in. Yes, use your abs there. Yeah, there you go. Nice. All right, here we are doing a dumbbell pullover. Okay, so our number one thing now, use our legs, use our trunk. I want my serratus to come around. I need my obliques for that. And I'm pushing to the ceiling. And I'm going to try and paint the ceiling. Okay? Just squeezing, pushing away. Everybody lets their shoulders drop here. We're going to keep our shoulders up to the ceiling. And our abs is just as much part of the challenge here. There. Shove. The shoulder blades will come around the side there. There you go. Yes. There we go. Yep. So we're going to hold the ribs. So these big serratus muscles come out. We're going to pull the shoulder blade around the side. That's what we're going to lengthen so we can shove and pull. Yes. All right, so first things first, we're going to think about actually using our legs. We're on a decline. We don't have to be crazy steep. That's another exercise all by itself. But we're keeping our obliques involved, right? We're keeping our obliques involved because we're going to protract to do this skull crusher. That's what gives you all this room for your shoulder. You don't protract. Now, most people think of this as up and down, but this is actually going to the ceiling at the shoulder, but bending backwards at the elbow. So the elbows are not going to the ground. The elbows are going to the back of the room, and then they're going to push, like to the ceiling until they go, oh, they come around a corner. There you go. And so all of a sudden we have enough motion here. There you go. So you'll feel some long head there. You feel some nice tricep stuff. The elbows are bending. Don't worry about just parallel, tabletop. Perfect. There you go. So now we have a nice solid position on the shoulder. We're using our abs to support our rib cage. And then we don't have to crush it's not a skull crusher. It's just to bend the elbow to an elbow. An elbow is called 90 degrees, right? 90 degrees, there you go. And then out of that means you're going that way. Atta boy, coach is working hard, there you go. There. So what's happening here is you're gonna see the shoulder blade actually spin like this to create the space. Otherwise there's no space. This comes down, that's downward rotation, you're gonna jam this up. So this comes up. There you go. So this is even coming this way, right? You're gonna feel this spinning up. So spinning up in the air. There you go. And then all of a sudden you got lots of room for that. And we're always good with our legs, right? Always with our legs. Up. Yeah, there. See, there's the top end of it. You can't go farther than that. There, right away. Legs, pick it up. Yeah. And lo and behold, look what we got working here now. All these guys working. Ah, that's a lot of body part right there. There you go. You see this relationship right here as you come through. There's 90 degrees right there. See, there's a line right there, that perpendicular. Yes. Nice.
Good day, guys. So I'm in deep thought here, driving back from the gym, Pure Muscle, and just thinking about some of the things I learned today and what I'm going to use and apply in my own training, but also more importantly, what I'm going to use with some of the clients that have been lifting for a lot of years and maybe their joints are banged up and they're looking for a more efficient way of training. And I think this is where I'm at right now in my knowledge and skill set. Is I've done the heavy stuff, you know, and I realise that it served a purpose when I was younger, but now I'm in my 40s. Is it the most optimal way to train? It's not, is it? So I really wanted to see Eric today and just learn more modalities and different ways of training so I could really implement it into the clients I'm trying to serve. So here's some of the things I've learned, and I'm going to share them with you, and I think they could definitely serve some value to you in your training. Number one, my ability to leverage my trunk when I'm training. You see, a lot of bodybuilders, we've been always taught, and not that this is wrong by the way, but we've always been taught about how to expand the sternum, right? Or expand the rib cage, sternum up, sternum up. The problem with that is you lose trunk stability. So one of the massive things I learned from Eric today, muscle activation specialist, is the importance of stabilizing your trunk when you're lifting load. So bracing. Number two, my ability to contract my quads and my legs when I'm training. Let's say I'm doing a lat pull down, or if I'm doing a dumbbell pullover for serratus anterior, which I'm going to talk about in a second because that's massive. My ability to lock in my quads, flex my quads, which will in turn keep my core braced, and I'm staying on my transverse abdominis. And also my obliques are engaged. So that's one thing you got to do while you're lifting. Not easy to do, let me tell you. Number three, here we are. This is the most important part, and if you missed anything, don't miss this bit. Your ability to leverage serratus anterior when you're training. My belief is that many guys that have been lifting for a lot of years, and the reason why a lot of us have banged up shoulders is our serratus anterior doesn't fire properly. And to add to that, our scapula doesn't move the way it's supposed to, if that makes sense. For me, I find that my scapula is stuck. Eric pointed this out today. And what he wanted to see was, for me, when we were doing I think it was the unilateral one-arm pull down for the iliac lat, right? What he said was he wanted me to allow my scapula, as I was lengthening, he wanted my scapula to come around the rib cage. Anyway, long story short, I did this we were doing the dumbbell pullover, which I don't do a lot of dumbbell pullover, but we did it for serratus anterior. And in the video, you'll notice that I was pushing forward, right? That boxer's technique, they call it the boxer's punch, right? The serratus anterior. So I'm really trying to protract as much as possible. Anyway, long story short, I'm driving now, and my shoulders, believe it or not, feel good as new. It's weird. So I don't know if there's a correlation between scapula allowing it to move up the rib cage, or allowing my scapula to move a little bit more freely. And number two is my ability to really exercise and strengthen my serratus anterior. And I think also I'm really understanding the benefits and the value of doing lat pull down, pronated grip, and doing it in a way where all my career and all my weight training years, I always expanded rib cage, I always allow my sternum to come up towards the ceiling. Not that's wrong, but what I'm trying to say is to try a different way of allowing you to be more braced and allowing your core to activate and stabilize while contracting your quads when you're doing the pronated grip lat pull down, or if you're doing the supinated grip lat pull down. See if you can somehow keep your trunk braced all the way through from start to finish. Yeah, 100% you're gonna have to drop the weight, and that's totally fine that you've got to drop the weight, right? Because at the end of the day, if you've done all this heavy lifting over the years and it's beat you up like it has me, then isn't it time to maybe lighten the load and really challenge the muscle? And actually, when you're in the gym, your objective is to have precision reps, and this is how you get to these higher levels in development, because you're challenging the muscle and not the ego, and you're not smashing your joints at the same time, which is what I've done all my career, lifting heavy loads. So is there a better way? You bet there is a better way, and I really believe that the muscle activation techniques that I learned from Eric, and I'm going to continue to learn because I'm going to keep going up there and see him, and the things I'm going to learn, I'm going to apply with my clients, and I know this is going to 10x their training, but more importantly help them to expand into higher levels and 10x their muscular development. Last point I wanted to say about my internal rotation of my shoulder. Basically, I can't do any of my side shots in particular. Well, I can do side chest, but I can't do the side tricep pose, which, by the way, was my signature shot. And after doing all this serratus anterior work, interestingly enough, I was able to hit the shot without really much pain in my shoulder. So again, it gets me really thinking, is that serratus anterior is super tight, it doesn't allow you to even get your hand somewhat behind your back, so that way you can hit the side tricep. Really going to start looking at this serratus anterior in more detail and really see how I can improve upon it in my training, and who knows, it might actually allow me to hit all the bodybuilding poses again without any pain. For example, doing back double bicep or even a front double bicep, my shoulder lacks the shoulder flexion is what I lack, which again could be coming from the scapula or it could be coming from the serratus anterior. Yeah, another thing I was going to actually say, side tricep pose was my sort of signature pose. Oh, there's a wasp in here, fucking hell.